Fam, clear your schedule, today's just might just break your friendships in the comment section. We are comparing two of the most glamorous celebrity white weddings of our time, Davido and Chioma's high-voltage Miami extravaganza versus Banky W and Adesua's romantic South African fairytale. Both shook social media, both trended for days, and both had fans screaming goals. But let's be honest, only one of them truly delivered that unforgettable wow factor. And yes, I'm going to tell you which one I think wins, even if it gets me dragged in the comments. Davido and Chioma, the Miami extravaganza that felt like a world tour. First, let's talk about Davido and Chioma, the 30BG boss and his chef-turned-sweetheart. This wasn't just a wedding, it was a global event. Miami was basically painted green and white for that weekend. We're talking pre-wedding yacht parties where champagne flowed like water. Designer outfits worth millions of naira, not per day, per hour. Celebrity guests flying in from Nigeria, the UK, and the US. And a floral setup so expensive it could buy you a duplex in Lekki. The whole vibe? Loud. Luxury. Lagos energy turned up to 100. But here's the tea. Some critics said it felt less like a celebration of love and more like a celebration of wealth. Some fans even complained, where's the intimacy? It's like a Davido concert with wedding vows in between. And you know the internet, half the people were praising OBO for showing the world how to host a wedding, and the other half were saying, all this money, but is it sustainable? Add in the fact that this was after years of breakups, rumors, and makeups, and some people were whispering, let's see how long this one lasts. Banky W and Adesua, the South African fairy tale with a movie plot. Now on the other hand, we have Banky W and Adesua, the couple that made Nigerians believe Nollywood love stories can be real. Their white wedding in Cape Town, South Africa, was a masterclass in elegance. Stunning mountain and ocean backdrops straight out of a tourism ad. Coordinated, classy guests in muted tones. Emotional vows that had grown men tearing up. And a love story so perfect it could have been scripted. Oh wait, it kinda was. They met on a movie set. But let's stir the pot. Some people think Banky and Adesua played it too safe. The wedding was beautiful. But was it unforgettable? It trended, yes, but did it dominate headlines weeks after like Davido's did? Not really. And to add a little controversy, in recent years, rumors about their marriage being not as picture-perfect as Instagram shows have popped up. Whether true or not, it makes people look back at the wedding and wonder, did we get the fairy tale, or just the highlight reel? The ultimate comparison, party versus passion. Here's where we stop pretending and talk facts. Davido and Chioma's Miami weekend was about impact, a statement to the world that the 30BG king is untouchable. You could hate it or love it, but you couldn't ignore it. It was a performance, a flex, and yes, a reunion of the who's who in entertainment. Banky W and Adesua's South African wedding was about romance, carefully curated moments, a strong emphasis on vows and emotions, and scenery that belonged in a romantic drama. Now here's my controversial opinion. If you want a wedding that people will talk about for years, go Miami style like Davido. If you want a wedding that will live in your photo album forever but may fade from public memory, go South Africa style like Banky W. But let's be real, in the social media era, public perception matters. And on that front, Davido and Chioma ate and left no crumbs. So here's the million naira question. Which wedding truly wins? Do you prefer Davido and Chioma's champagne-popping Miami spectacle, or Banky W and Adesua's romantic South African getaway? Was one too flashy, and the other too safe? And let's be messy, if you are getting married tomorrow, whose style are you copying? Drop your hot takes in the comments, but please, no fighting in my DMs. Like, share, and subscribe, because here at D Latest, we don't just talk weddings, we talk the ones you'll never stop arguing about.